Hi, it's Carolyn, aka the Ritz Carolyn, and today I'm going to be talking about my skincare routine. To preface this video, I would just like to put it out there that I am not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, and I'm not a professional of skincare by any means. I am just a girl that has emailed several companies and asked their opinion because of my skincare concerns and needs, and I've just created my own regimen, but I suggest you seek out professional help for your skincare needs because I guarantee this routine will not work for everyone, and I don't want anyone to get mad at me if they use everything that I use and it doesn't work for them. But to kind of talk about my skin, I have normal skin. It's not oily, it's not dry, but it is very acne prone. I do have issues with milia, which is kind of raised bumps on the skin, and if you look closely, you can see like a little white bead in there, and it's kind of just very hard oil that is accumulated over time, almost like a pearl. And to get that out, you kind of have to make a small incision in your skin and pop it out, so it's pretty damaging on the skin to remove it if you don't go to professional. But besides that, I do have some enlarged pores in my kind of T-zone area on my nose and up here. And then I have a lot of white heads and black heads right here. So basically, I contacted a brand that I heard a lot of good news about called The Ordinary. And I contacted them and told them what I would like to fix about my skin and what the problems are. And they emailed me back and told me the certain products that I should use. So I will be using those products in this video. I would just like to say that I've used these products for over 3 months now. So I just didn't try it for a week and see how it went, but this has been a continuous usage of these products. So I'm going to wash my face first. When I wash my face, I like to wash it for 60 seconds. A lady on Twitter told a very good tip about washing your face is that you should do it for a full 60 seconds. Probably sing the Prince of Bel-Air theme song in your head. I'm not going to sing it because I don't want to be copy striked. But wash your face, lather, actively wash it for 60 seconds, and then wash it off with cool water. So I will do that real fast, and then I will come back and tell you what I use to cleanse my skin, and then we'll continue with my regimen. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just got done cleansing my skin for 60 seconds. And in the mornings, I tend to exfoliate my skin a little bit with the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash. And you can see from the side, each tick mark means it's been a month of use. And I've only used this for 2 months because my other skincare kind of ran out, and I forgot what I used prior to this, but this was $8.49. I got it at Walmart. You can probably get it at Walgreens or your local drugstore, but this brand is not cruelty-free. I don't think they test on animals here, but they do sell it in China, which means they do have to test it on animals because their government requires that. But the little exfoliation beads in there, they do not contain plastic, which is nice because other brands have that and it's not necessarily good for your skin. But that's my very first step, is to cleanse my face for 60 seconds. So now let's move on to step 2. Step 2, I use the Buffet Peptide Serum. It's very small, it's 30 milliliters. It looks like this, it's very cute. But I use about 2 to 3 drops and I apply it all over my face. So I'm going to do that real fast because the cleanser really dries out my skin. So let's unscrew this. And I do one drop here, another drop here, just like that. And I rub it into my skin. One thing about this is you do have to do a patch test on your inner arm just to make sure you aren't allergic. You leave it on for 24 hours and you just watch for signs of irritation or anything. And you shouldn't put it on open skins, or not open skins, open sores, because it will burn and cause irritation. But I do it because it doesn't really bother me. And then you apply it to your neck as well. Probably look really funny doing that. But yeah, it doesn't really have a scent to it. And it doesn't really have a sensation. But this is how much I've used in a month. It's about that much. And then here's a full other bottle that I used for 3 months together. This, the buffet is $14.80 for 30 milliliters, and then it goes up to $28.10 for 60 milliliters, which I probably should get the bigger one because I use the buffet twice a day. And this is used for combating aging. And then on the website, it says you should not use peptides in the same routine as the following products: direct acids, LAA, which is L-ascorbic acid, and then ELAA, which is ethylated ascorbic acid. And then in addition, we would recommend avoiding the use of products containing copper peptides in the same routines as strong antioxidants, as well as direct acids, LAA and ELAA. So I actually had to make sure that all the products that I use do not contain that, because I would not like a reaction on my face. That'd be very bad. So let's go on to step number 3. I use this. It is called Niacinamide 10% and then zinc 1%. So this basically reduces the signs of congestion and blemishes in your face. And for this, I use 2 to 3 drops on my face again. So I do the same thing as before with the buffet. And I only use this once a day compared to the buffet. And you have to patch test again to make sure you aren't allergic to this. So you leave the area dry for 24 hours. And you just watch for signs of irritation. And just rubbing that in. It does burn a little bit if you have some active acne or some open spots right here like I do. It can burn. But it isn't painful for me, but I do have a high pain tolerance, so. And I'd also like to add I don't have sensitive skin. So I'm not sure what it would be like if you had sensitive skin. And then 1 drop onto my neck, like that. And let's close this. And apply that, like so. I'm looking in the mirror behind me, so I'm not staring off into space. Alright, now let's let this dry a little bit before I do my last step. And this is $5.90 for 30 milliliters, and then you can buy 60 milliliters for $10.60. But overall, I love it. It doesn't hurt my skin unless I have the open cuts or anything. And then my 4th and final step, I'm going to be using one of their sun care items. It looks like this. It has 15 SPF. They do come in 15 SPF, 30, 35, and then 50 is coming soon. So I'd like to get the highest because I don't want to have any sun damage to my skin. And I also don't want to get tan. I like being pale. But yeah, for 3 months of use, this still hasn't gone all the way. Still got a good amount of product in it. But this is $8.90. All the products here are very affordable, which is nice. So I apply this to my face and neck, and you can see it has a slight tint to it. And the scent, I almost want to say it smells like soy, but I really enjoy the scent. It doesn't gross me out. But when you apply this, it leaves a slight tint on you, so it kind of covers up your acne, and it leaves you with like a nice glow. And I'd say I use more than a pea-size amount. They tell you to use a pea-size, but I kind of go over that. Even though I don't have a large face, I do like it to be nice full coverage. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. But I just have to say that all the ordinary products are vegan and cruelty-free, and they're extremely affordable. The most expensive part of my routine is by far the buffet because I use it twice a day, so it gets used up faster than the other products. And let's apply it to the neck. You can see it's starting to make my skin tone more even. And this doesn't burn your skin if you have open cuts or anything. And I don't remember if I did a patch test or not. I might have, just because I was trying new skincare. And then lastly, you can't forget the lips. So I use the Smith's Rosebud salve. For the longest time, I pronounced it salve. And I actually looked it up, the pronunciation, before this video so I wouldn't look silly. And apparently it's pronounced salve. So I've been saying it wrong for so long. But this is $7. I bought it at Sephora, and at Sephora they have this little mark that says clean, which means all the ingredients are not harmful and they're pretty sure they're all natural. But this is cruelty free, but it's not vegan because it can contain honey and beeswax. So I'm not super worried about it. As long as it's cruelty free, I'm pretty good with it. But on the back, it actually says it's good for 30 months, which is a really long time. And I've had it for a very long time because you can see it's almost gone. I've had it for over 2 years, and I honestly swear by it. It is so amazing. But it does have a slight rose scent to it, hence the name. But it's a very nice texture. It's not like super thick like Vaseline and petroleum jelly. It's a nice medium. It's like a little thicker than lip gloss, I'd say, but it is amazing. I've tried chapsticks, I've tried Carmex, I've tried Vaseline, EOS, and nothing compares to this. I use it twice a day and it is amazing at moisturizing your lips. But overall, that is my morning routine for my skincare. I know it's a lot of steps, but it does help a lot. One thing I have to say is when I first started using all these products, my pores did pop out a little bit. So I had like all these tiny dots on my head. I thought it was a reaction, but it wasn't. But after about a week or two, all the dots went away and I started to see an improvement in my skin. And I did notice drinking more water helped. And of course, eating better food can help with your skin. But I tend to drink about 32 to 64 ounces of water a day, just plain water, even though I know I should probably drink more. But I notice the more water I drink, the cleaner my skin, or the clearer my skin gets. So that's about it for my morning routine, and I'll probably be back in about 12 hours. It is currently 1:47 in the afternoon. I know it's a little late for doing morning skincare, but I don't know, different days I get my skincare done faster than others. So I will see you in a little bit, and then we can get into my night skincare. So I'll see you soon. Hey guys, I'm back to show you my nightly skincare routine. So I already washed my face for 60 seconds with my face wash. So while I'm talking about that face wash, I'm going to be going on to step 2, which is using the buffet again. And we already talked about this. It's from The Ordinary. And it's vegan and cruelty free. But I want to talk about the face wash while I'm doing step 2, because if I don't apply the buffet fast enough, the face wash begins to really dry out my face and it stretches my skin and makes me look kind of weird. So the cleanser that I use at night is the oil-free acne wash pink grapefruit cleanser from Neutrogena. And it was, let's see how much it was. It was $8.49 and I bought it at Walmart. And you can get it at your drugstore or any other place. And of course, they aren't cruelty-free because they're sold in China. But once I finish putting this on, I'll show you how much I've used. just to make sure my skin doesn't dry out. Alright. So it comes with 9.1 fluid ounces, which is a pretty big bottle. And then that's how much I've used in 2 months because my other face wash ran out. So first I cleanse with the grapefruit cleanser, then I use the buffet, and then step 3 is using the Granactive retinoid 2% in squalane from The Ordinary. And you can see the very faint lines, 1, 2, 3, of how much I've used. This is good for 6 months, and I don't even know if I'm going to use it all in the 6 months, but this was $9.60 and it fights signs of aging, and you do have to watch out because it makes your skin more sensitive to UV light, so you really have to stay out of the sun and wear a lot of sunscreen just so your skin doesn't react negatively to it. And then you do have to use a patch test before you use this because it can react with your skin. But I use about 4 drops to cover my whole face. And this is a very oily solution, and it has a slight yellow tint to it. You can see how it's really making my skin glow and look pretty. But it does remain on your skin, and it can leave like a little bit of oil on your pillow. So you have to be a little conscious about that. And then I just run the dropper along my forehead to get some on there because 1 drop is a little bit too much. And then 2 drops on my neck because my neck is a decent size. Alright, so that's, I only have 3 steps for my face in the evening, and then lastly I finish it up by using the Rosebud salve. And it's an absolute lifesaver for chapped lips. And you can actually use it for any dry skin, like on your elbows or on your knees or anything. It's good for everything. But that is my nightly skincare routine. It is a lot faster than the morning. And you can see it leaves the skin glowing and looking very nice and healthy. But yeah, very affordable and pretty easy. Just make sure you patch test if you do want to use those certain products. You can actually email customer service of The Ordinary and ask what products they recommend and what your concerns are for your skin. But I really hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you find some products that you like from them. And feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully come back to watch more of my videos. Alright, bye guys.